where we're going to do sandboarding in the oasis and things like that. So yeah, we've got about an hour, so what we're going to do now is probably going to book
Nazca flight of
Nazca Lines.
Nazca
So
Lines.
we're going to book our flight over the Nazca Lines.
So excited.
Yeah, that's one of the big things we're going to do.
In Peru, 7 people are dead after the tourist plane they were on crashed shortly after takeoff. The Transport Ministry said the victims include 5 tourists from Chile and the Netherlands and 2 crew members. This was everyone on board. The plane was taking them to see the Nazca Lines on Friday, a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
La avioneta cayó y empezó a incendiarse en la zona de Majoro. Cuando los bomberos llegaron, solo encontraron pedazos de fierro.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. We are on a bus already. It's not even 7:30 yet.
It opened, we're going to the tower, the Nazca Mirador Tower, to see a couple of lines.
Someone offered us for 80 sols.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the guy at the hostel offered us for 100 sols. So we decided to take a bus, and when the guy, one of the guys offering us the ride today for 80 sols, we told him it's too expensive. He pointed us to this direction where Dan's going to mark on the map, which we paid for a bus just 5 sols each.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one just dropped us off there, and we'll try to catch a bus on the way back.
So yeah, 5 sols, so 10 sols, maybe 10 back, so 20 sols overall, where the guy in our hostel wanted to do 100 sols. So we're just going to get the bus there and try and catch the bus back.
Yeah.
So as you saw in the start of our video, the thing that happened a few days ago. So we were about to book our tour of a flight over Nazca.
Over Nazca Lines, and our friend Michi, as we were going to book it, a friend messaged us with what happened, that there was 7 people died in a crash. So we decided, out of respect, we're not going to book the flight. It's just not worth the risk, plus it's just too soon after those 2 people
Yeah, so 3 Dutch tourists, 2 Chilean tourists and 2 Peruvian crew died on a crash, and you know there's a long history of crashes over the Nazca Lines as well, which makes it a little less safe.
And what the scary part was, it could have been us, because we actually been delayed.
We stayed in Mancora and Chauchilla a couple of days extra than we should have. So really, we should have been in Nazca, so it really could have been us on that flight. Because it's only that flight that's really just put us off now, the crash. But I guess it's not the safest. Yeah, we saw one. And we're going to the Mirador now to see a couple more, so that'll do us.
Yeah, I think we'll be happy with that.
Yeah, exactly. So when we were in the tour agency in Caracas, one of the 2 tour guides there, one guy says, "Are you going to go do this fly over the Nazca Lines?" And we said, "No way." After what happened, and the other tour guide was like, "Yeah, I don't blame you." Yeah. And then we were in Chauchilla, and then some guy was asking about Nazca Lines, and he said, "Don't do the flight." Yeah, because it's not safe. So that would put us off even more if we hadn't already just decided not to do it. So there's a movie starting on this bus, so look how empty this bus is. So I don't know, we might have to wait until more people come on before we go. Okay, so we just got off the bus, yeah, dropped us right outside the Mirador. This is what it looks like.
Very high, higher than I thought.
It's quite high.
That's
so
an adventure itself.
6?
Yeah.
6 sols entry? Okay. So this is how they think they made a lot of the lines, very straight lines.
Just use ropes and sticks.
Ropes and sticks to mark them out, and then dig them with like small wooden batons and tools and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we are heading up the tower now. Fairly high, all these mountains in the distance. That was the old one. That was the old viewpoint.
Oh my god, that's so scary, yeah?
Yeah.
Does not
and they
look
built
so
this new one.
gentle.
So I'm glad we're on the new one.
Yes.
Let's go up. finding it a little bit scary.
Oh wow!
Okay, we've reached the top. Busy road. Let's have a look. Wow. So you can see it. I hope the GoPro picks this up alright.
Cool, yeah?
Yeah.
Probably not as cool as it would be when you fly. Oh wow! From this bit, it's amazing.
Then there's another one over here. So yeah, from this viewpoint you only get to see 3 lines. So the ones we got, so it's called the hands or the frog, depending on your point of view. So what do you reckon, Kasia? Hands, or is that a frog?
I don't know. I can see both. Yeah, if I look, yeah, I don't know. Hands maybe. But I bet it was frog. I think it was a frog.
Okay, and then you got this one down here, which is the tree. So we think it's the tree the other way up. So the roots are at the top, and then all the branches coming up.
Or we're just looking at it upside down.
Or looking at it upside down. This one here. So this is the lizard. So you can clearly see like the head and the feet of the lizard. But the crazy thing is, if you go across, you see the tail of the lizard is cut in half by this road. You can see the tail carrying on past the road. So yeah, this road is literally cut through one of the Nazca Lines, which we can see here, which is crazy.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, these lines.
So can you tell me about the lines?
I'm pretty sure these are around 500 BC to 500 AD, all the lines were made. And they were made by just removing the top part of the soil. And they're not that deep actually, these lines. So they're only about 4 to 6 inches deep. That's all they are. And most of the lines are about 13 inches wide.
The tree, I love the tree.
Yeah, recently they found like 800 to 100 more lines all scattered around everywhere. 800 straight lines, 300 geometric figures, and about 70 animals they found. So there's lots.
The tree is the most impressive. I can't get over that they cut this.
That they cut through. I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Some of them are 400 meters across, some are 1,100 meters across.
Should we have a look at
So
the
they can get quite large.
frog?
But they measured the lines, like if you measured all the lines up together that they found, it's 1,300 kilometers of lines.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do they know what they mean?
Yeah, people think different things. They're not 100% sure still. Yeah, some people think it's for the deities in the sky, gods in the sky. Some think they've copied astronomical shapes in the stars. Some people think, yeah, it's just for religious purposes. So no one's 100% sure what the reason for the lines are.
My theory is like some people like drawing, some people like to do graffiti, some people were bored.
Is that what you reckon?
No.
Some people even think aliens did them.
Oh yeah, I read about it.
Yeah.
Oh, aliens got nothing better to do.
If you do fly over, you will see loads more like monkeys and like condors and things like that, which are quite large and quite impressive to fly over. But we really weren't feeling flying over at all. Like you say, we saw one in Paracas as well.
That was quite impressive, the one in Paracas, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this one.
So yeah, it's quite nice just to have a look.
Peaceful.
Peaceful.
So we're gonna finish recording for now. Just enjoy the view and just take it all in, look at them, and appreciate it.
Hold down, Utah. Hold down, Utah. So you see that gold bus? Sea tour. We literally just waited 20 minutes and we waved the first bus that was coming along the other way. They took us
charge us 5 each.
5 each again. And the guys, we saw some other tourists coming on this gold bus as well, so you can get that bus to the tour.
Yeah.
So overall, 5 sols each way.
So we spent 20.
20.
And with the other guy, we just spent 100.
He wanted 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other guy wanted 100. So yeah, no brainer to get the bus there. Overall, it's okay.
It's you know.
I mean, it's cool seeing the lines.
Yeah, you will be disappointed because it's not a overflight.
I mean, you've got to judge it really, what you feel comfortable doing. If you want to fly over, if you're comfortable with that, if you can deal with... It's really down to what you feel comfortable doing. If you feel comfortable taking a flight over, we didn't. After what happened and the safety records, we're not sure. But it would be obviously the most impressive way to see the lines. You'll see... Yeah. You'll see loads of lines. You see all the big ones flying over. I can imagine it's cool. Obviously it's a lot more money. Or if you just want to see a few lines, that one is cheap and easy to get to. That Mirador. Okay, we're gonna go eat.
Are you having lunch?
Yeah. So we're gonna eat now, and then we're gonna go to the cemetery. It's kind of like this town a little bit.
Yeah, I like it.
It's not that bad. I mean, you've got Barney and you've got the Minions.
You've got the Smurfs.
And you've got Mickey and Minnie. What more could you want?
You've got the Paw Patrol.
Exactly. So what we did when we came off the bus, we had a food, and the guy who helped us get the bus to the Mirador, we walked past him again because he said, "Oh, he's here."
Oh yeah. He was asking.
And we asked about the cemetery, and he offered us a tour.
Yeah.
So we thought, because he helped us, we will go for a tour with him. There's the whole gang. So we're going to Chauchilla Cemetery.
It's the actual cemetery, which we.
But the bodies are on show.
Yes.
So it's kind of creepy.
The
Mummified bodies. It's kind of creepy, kind of weird, but kind of cool as well. Because we were going to see this sort of similar thing in Chauchilla, but we never got around to it because of how crazy it was. So this looks even better. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
So we paid 8 soles for a ticket.
Look how many there is.
Oh wow. We've got guys to show us around. God, it's creepy already. Oh God. So look how so look at this woman here. Look how scary that is. So this woman, this girl actually.
This was a little girl, she was
Sacrificed. She was cut on the neck, and all the blood was put into the ceramic bowls.
and gave it to gods.
To the gods. But they stripped her of all any grave robbers, didn't they?
Yeah, sadly they took everything, all her clothes, all her valuables.
Look how freaky that is. And then over here, which is even more crazy,
And then you have a
very small child.
sacrificed baby, premature baby.
Yeah, a little bit older, like a toddler.
And for the boys, they used to
Sacrificed.
chop their whole head
Chop
off.
their heads off. This one died. This one wasn't sacrificed. Yeah. So that's freaky. And then so this little child here. And then there's a parrot. Which was... We're going to a hole in the ground. I'm not sure what we're going to see. A body, I assume. Let's have a look. Oh.
Okay.
So we are just at the first tomb. It's there is 2 types. There is a round one and there is this one. This one is more special for more like rich people, and the round one is more for servants, which we're gonna see soon. And this one is a woman with 2 babies. God.
Yeah, so there's 2 babies next to her.
Yeah.
One without a head, yeah?
And then you've got you can see quite a few bones.
Yeah, you can
around
see the
them.
bones like here, some here.
Babies.
Pelvis. So there.
God.
So that's grave robbers. When they were stealing, like ripping the clothes off and all the stuff,
Breaking bones.
breaking bones off them. They went everywhere and they've just scattered about everywhere. The guide has abandoned us. Not really. He's more of a, I don't know if he's a guide or just like a taxi driver who knows a lot.
He looks like he's got some company.
Yeah, so
But I
he
think
was just
he's a
waiting around.
private guy.
Really nice, he's helped us so much, so that's why we're happy to go with him.
Yeah, and we're paying 90, and I look on TripAdvisor, people in 2019, 18, what the price was 50 to 80, and it's 2022.
Per person that is.
Oh, I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And the guy in the hostel tried to charge us 75 per person, and now we're paying 90 for two of us.
Okay, so the next one we can get a bit closer here. God, it's freaky, so creepy.
Well, let's go from the front.
We've got to go round this way.
God, it's spooky.
So, all these mummies are facing that way.
Oh, this one, please.
And that is, they are facing the sunrise. So that's all of them. And this, do you reckon that's no, that's just a crumpled up adult, do you think? You know, the grave robbers did a lot of damage here, really pulled apart these mummies just to get, and the bones were left scattered about, which is a shame. So,
but which is a massive shame. But look at this, like we can just stand so close.
Standing so close to this.
This is just like no glass, nothing here.
The skull almost just looks fake for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, too
how
shiny.
white and smooth that is.
Yeah, this is incredible. Like, so this is they must be quite important. So the shape of this grave is rectangular. So those look like men, and they must be important. But you can see the hair. They're like original hair.
Yeah.
Like bits of skin on those bones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the oldest ones date back to the 2nd century AD. That's like the oldest ones that they've got. But yeah, these pre-Hispanic mummified human remains are pretty cool. Okay, we're going to go to the next one. There's quite a lot.
Which way do we walk?
This way, we just came from that way. So you see it's in the middle of just the desert.
Scary. There's two.
Is there? Oh my word. Bit of rubbish in there. I think they've been eating some snacks. It's like the hair's just like plonked on top. Obviously it's not really attached to the skull. It's just like plonked there. The hair's fallen off the back of this one's head. But they're all like buried in this, how do you say it? Huddled up, curled up position. Like knees up to the chest, arms round the knees. So this cemetery is actually discovered in 1920, but it hasn't actually been used to bury bodies since the 9th century. That's when the last ones were buried, in the 9th century. And it's actually a mixture of this arid, dry climate of the desert is why they're so well preserved, along with resin which was painted over the bodies, and that prevented like insects getting in and bacteria eating away at the skin. So that's why on some of them, like the mummy in there that we saw, you can still see quite a bit of skin on it. It's because they were painted in this resin and the climate is so dry and so arid. And then like their favourite building stuff in Peru, adobe, was used to build these tombs.
Never seen so much mummies in my life since till I went to Peru.
I know. We think it's a husband and wife.
That's what he said, that all of them were buried husbands and wives.
So I wonder if they the husband died and they killed the wife, because they did that in the Chan culture.
That's what I was
wondering.
wondering.
Whether they did that in the Nazca culture as well.
Should we keep going?
Possibly. Look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So many.
More to go.
You mentioned to me in the car something about Indiana Jones, but you haven't said it yet on the video.
Oh yeah, the Chauchilla cemetery was the cemetery in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh my god, you're joking me.
No. But
you serious? Really?
yeah, so there's the.
Wow.
Okay, I might get some hate for this, but I've never seen Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Have you seen it?
Yeah, many times.
Do you remember the cemetery?
No. Probably, maybe, I don't know.
So yeah, the cemetery there is Chauchilla.
I know what we've
Even
got on
though
the night
it's not
bus.
mentioned by name in the film, and in the film apparently they've got it, this cemetery, they've got it on top of a hill, and Spielberg really liked the idea of the cemetery overlooking the Nazca Lines, which we saw earlier. So obviously it's not overlooking the Nazca Lines, that's just fictional for the film, but there are scenes in the film where you can see the cemetery with the Nazca Lines in the background. So I've been told, I haven't seen it. But
We've
maybe
got to
I should watch it.
Yeah, I think we should watch it
But
today.
the basis of the film is the cemetery is this, and it is a Nazca warrior, which is the cemetery warrior which you see in the film. And it's like a Nazca cemetery warrior, like protector.
Wow.
So here's another one. I see the bones scattered. So these would have been all over the place. They have placed them back in the tomb at least.
I quite like the fact that they left them where they've been buried, where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Which, like in Chan, was it the cow's queen? The cow?
El Broja, no?
Was it El Broja?
The Lady of Cow.
Yeah, in El Broja, the Lady of Cow was moved from her grave.
Yeah, so if you watch our
I think
El
that's
Broja one, which I'll put at the top now, there's a mummy of the Lady of Cow, which they've removed from her tomb and to put on display in a
And I
museum.
think that's a little bit disrespectful.
Maybe.
Because, like, if you imagine, like, let's say there's people. Oh my God, is there one?
Oh, it's just a skull. Random skull laying. Kidding?
Obviously, surely, like, we can't go there.
Huh?
Yeah, there is a skull just laying there.
Wow. And you can see like clothes and stuff next to it.
Bones.
Bones, and there's like some clothes, some material.
God.
Can you see behind
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I can see. Oh, we should look around. Maybe we made a massive discovery.
We made a massive discovery. Never seen before. A skull laying out in the open.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I can't believe that's just been
Left there.
left there. There must be more tombs about. There must be, surely. Do you think?
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
This one looks like a warrior. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. And then we've got another one here. Don't know why these two are separated by a wall where all the others were
Maybe
together.
they were divorced.
Yeah.
Joking.
They had an argument.
Oh my God, that's a cool one, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, if you can say grave is full.
So 3. Why this one's facing these two, I don't know. The long hair on this one is. What's this
Oh
going
my
around
God,
it?
so long hair.
Do you reckon that can't be the hair? No.
Yeah.
It is the hair.
Yeah.
Going round. Like really long. Maybe that's a sign of importance.
Oh, maybe. If you know, just comment down below.
Yeah, if you do know the long hair.
Oh my God, look at this hair.
3.
God.
It is the hair.
Yeah.
That's crazy long hair.
Wow. So this is where the servants been buried in.
Ones like this.
Yeah.
So you see how small this is, circular, with the body inside where you can just see the skull.
Yeah.
And
Not
here,
anything.
is there anything in that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So in there, yeah, servants.
This one, someone never even been bothered to really bury them.
Crazy.
Ooh. It's a creepy one, yeah?
So I can't believe that it's just a fat person.
No, I'm sure it's not.
I don't think the skull's in the right place. I think you can see the spine behind it, the top of the spine.
Do you think that spine? God, looks like wood.
I think it's the spine.
So all these are part of Nazca culture.
Yep, they are. Okay, as you can see here, like a lot of places in Peru that we visited, like historical sites, if you look around, apart from a couple of a French family there, apart from them,
No one.
it's us. It's just us.
Yep.
And again, when we went to the top of the tower to look at the Nazca Lines, just us. So
I think that's it for this graveyard for
that's
now.
it. Yeah, so this is the last tomb.
Yeah.
We're going to go back to the car and go back to Nazca Nazca, so
we had a great experience. I definitely recommend it. This is just something what we haven't seen before. You see in the museums, but this is just a different experiencing it out in real.
exactly
Where
seeing
they
bodies.
where they actually been found.
And if you're an Indiana Jones fan, even more reason for you to come here.
We're gonna watch it, I promise you.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
make
watch
Dan
it.
watch it today.
We'll watch it. So let's go back to our tour guide or taxi driver
Yeah.
slash.
So we
so
might
yeah.
record a little bit in town, maybe see what we do there.
Okay. Maybe it's not the end of Nazca.
Well, we'll see. It might be the end of Nazca, but if it is the end of the Nazca, make sure you do come here.
And make sure you do like and subscribe.
Yes.
So do
Follow
come here.
us.
So we're getting a night bus tonight. We're going to Arequipa.
Yeah, we're looking forward
So
to
that's
that.
the next stop. Stopped. When me and Kasia were taking a selfie, the door started rattling. I don't think she likes selfies. Or us taking selfies with her.
Yeah, that's a good point. Should try.
Take a selfie and see if the door starts rattling again.
Yeah. Oh my god! I didn't record this on my phone. I didn't. Did you? You got it.
I've got it.
Oh my god! Let's go.
You get goosebumps.
Yeah.
Do you want to try again?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Now that was freaky.
That was very freaky.
Shall we get out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just finished. As I said, we have
Finished the tour. This is the Plaza de Armas. Quite a big plaza here.
Yeah, it is actually a lot of seats, a lot of loud.
Bit of shade in
Yeah.
places.
No, I'm so sweaty.
Me
That's
too.
the place to have fun.
So we're gonna get a drink, I think. So we saw a few planes going over around now. So it's about 1 o'clock, and we saw a few planes. So it seems like people do the early afternoon more often because we
Which
didn't
is
say
a bit
any in the
strange,
morning.
Which is a bit strange because we've been told that the best time is in the morning because it's not windy, and to be honest, it's windy now.
Exactly.
And they said
so-
it's safest in the morning as well. Now it's much windier than we went in the morning. In the morning, you probably had us on at the tower. There was no wind whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
and now it's windy.
now it's a little bit windy, which is nice, really nice. Right, let's get a drink because I really need one. Yeah.
So this is the end of our Nazca vlog. As you know, we're taking a bus to Arequipa tonight.
Yeah, Nazca, we really liked it. The town's nice enough. Yeah, the plaza's good. You've got a few things to do. As you say, the cemetery is the must do, and the lines. And it's just up to you whether you fly or go to the Mirador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nazca, definitely go to it.
Yeah, definitely go to Nazca, and we will see you in Arequipa.
See you there.
Bye.